Hello Max, how are you today? How are you, man? I would say we need some music. Let me know if you can hear me right now and if everything is alright. Top banana. I was yesterday playing with something, so let's try it if it works. Yeah, that's exactly what I am trying to explain right now. So let's say I'm in some kind of a trading space station or trading base, and if the trader is incoming, the trader will send me a message, and it looks like this, like some kind of an alarm. So this is the alarm for incoming trader. Can you see it? Do you like it? Yeah, exactly. It needs to be small. It is just for me. So let's go back. So now I am back. Today I wanted to stream a little bit earlier, but yesterday something was happening to my light, so I decided to turn it on like 1 hour before the stream, and the light died in next 10 minutes, so then I had to go outside and buy a new light, and hopefully this one will work more than for 6 days, if you know what I mean. Like when I will have time, I will try to improve my stream settings, so it should be better. So we have the chat running, everything is alright. So what is the plan for today? I'm going to lay some cables, probably. I was thinking I still need a battery room with some generators, and I was thinking like maybe I will make this room a little bit bigger, and the battery room will be under the base, so it will be insulated from outside elements. So I need some frames, I would say. Nice. Where do I have all the frames? Okay, I'm going to make some frames. Let's do it. I will wait for the outline to make some frames. So hopefully everything is alright. Hopefully the music is not too loud, and hopefully you can see me in the console. So let's see. So I will try that trader alarm again. It looks like it is working. Hello, Penai HD. I'm always breaking my tongue when I'm trying to say your name or nick. Welcome to my stream and welcome back. So today I will do some building of the base again, but I completely forget to print some frames and sheets. But I did a lot of mining yesterday and a little bit of stream, so I think I don't need to go outside for any mining. Well, data disk will be better in my inventory, probably. I did smelt a lot of steel yesterday and just a little bit of off stream. So my poor smelting setup looks like this. If you want to have a laugh, it is still burning, and you know, I know it's a shame to have the alloy furnace like this, but who cares? It does its job. And after the base will be built, then I will build some good alloy furnace. Let's see how many frames do I have. 21, that's not bad. So now I will do some sheets. I was thinking that I am going to rework this part of the base, because I don't like this, not stupid shape, but this room is 3 by 5 and here it is a little bit of a, like, I don't like it, and I want to have my greenhouse right here, because I want to use, or maybe I want to abuse, the hydrogen geyser which is inside of that small room with that blast door, and I will try to use the hydrogen geyser as a heat source for the greenhouse. So the hydrogen geyser is behind this door. I have some passive vents inside, so the hydrogen which is generated by the hydrogen geyser goes outside of that room, otherwise something will pop sooner or later. Or maybe I will just forget about it and I will open the door, and of course it will probably kill me. So this is the hydrogen geyser inside. So, hello Mr. Fan, hello! How was your session yesterday with Stationeers? I was watching you playing that game maybe for 2 hours, maybe. But then I was just quiet because I didn't want to troll you again. So I was just quiet watching your stream. So I will stop this. And I am going to make some grating. Okay, I need iron. So let's melt. Because I will lay probably just a little bit of floor right here, because I don't like jumping through this airlock all the time, and I'm not going to run the airlock for a while, so I don't need to care about the cables under the floor. This will be just a temporary solution. Okay, let's place the grating. So now it should be Just a little bit bigger. A little bit better and bigger. Or just better. Nice! So I can go inside and outside. Not a fan of this game. Space Inventory Manager isn't super fun. How to say it? This game is pretty unique, and it has everything is a little bit different in this game. Like even the inventory is different, and it is limited. You can't carry everything with you. It takes time to learn the inventory management, but the more you will play, the easier it will be for you. I'm not saying that's the best inventory system I ever saw, but it should be alright. Yeah, and it's a early access game. You should see the inventory before it was upgraded. You would probably cry about it. If you don't like it as it is right now, I'm just guessing that you would cry about it. It was much worse, I would say, but I like it as it is. So what do I want to do? Let's get rid of the belts and give us a hot bar. What? I'm not going to complain about the inventory system. I like it as it is. So I'm going to move these sheets inside the base. This will be my storage corner. And let's say if I want to move this wall a little bit. Okay, now I need frames. A lot of frames. So the generator has coal. Perfect. The batteries are charged. I have power for 43 minutes, and maybe I should smell something. And of course, I have one solar panel. Am I making gratings? No. And don't forget about this sign, guys, okay? So I'm going back to my frames. I will try to move this room for the hydrogen geyser. One more tile probably, because it will be better, I think. So I will wait for the frames, and then I will try to move the room. By the way, if you have any questions, don't be shy, you can ask me. I will try to answer them. Still trying that alarm. I like it. I spent a lot of time on it, so I'm going to abuse it. And by the way, if you want to ask, I have my coffee right here, as always. And I'm back. So, give me some frames. Come on. $25, not bad. So let's say if I want to move it, I will need a little bit more space for it. So let's weld it and we will see. Let me know, guys, if the streaming is running smooth. I'm streaming on a laptop, and that is a little bit more harder for a laptop to do all the work, like run the game, run OBS, then encode the stream and send it somewhere. So let's say 2 more frames over here. When I will move this room, then I will lay some cables, because maybe I should try how much hydrogen I can get out of this geyser. So let's try it like this. So now I need to remove these 2 blocks over here, I guess. And let's try this. I'm not afraid about any fires right now, because if there is no oxygen, the hydrogen will not burn. I tried it. So what is going in the chat? I just wanted to put before you stop streaming today. You might go see us soon. Sorry, game and stream is lagging. So the stream is okay, it is lagging only for X22 gaming, right? Let me know, guys, please. So now I'm going to take apart these two blocks, right? The battery is dead, right? Come on, you can't be serious. The battery dies always in the middle of something. This is the small battery, right? I don't like small batteries. Bye bye. Let's make some nuclear batteries. Electrum. Ouch. And I think I do have electrum somewhere. Yeah. This is one nuclear battery and the other one is on the way. Stream is 10 out of 10. Yo, big bad Civic, how are you, man? I'm playing Stationeers again. I wanted to stream a little bit earlier today, as I said, but the light for the stream died just before the stream. Something was happening to the light yesterday and I decided to turn it on before the stream, let's say 1 hour before the stream, because I wanted to be sure that the light will work, and of course it died after 10 minutes. So then I had to go outside to buy a new light. So if I will weld this piece over here, then I don't need this piece over here, right? But I need that piece anyway. So or maybe I can place these vents here. It will be even better. So now I need just a few pipes. Yeah. Okay, so a little bit more welding and the exhaust is done. And hopefully it works. So let's see what is inside these pipes. Yeah, hydrogen and hydrogen here as well. So let's make it more funny. I need one more pipe. And of course I do have the pipes in my inventory. And it is working. So now will be the pressure in the pipe a little bit higher. What do we have here? That's not bad. Last time I watched you just started this base. Well, you made some progress. Oh, thank you, Big Bad Civic. Thank you. I'm streaming I'm just trying to stream every day, like 2 hours from this base. So let's say if I will stream it for 10 times or 20 times or even 50 times, then you will see the progress of the base. Like the layout and the welding, that's the easy part. I was going to order pizza, but the roads are gridlocked here. Nothing worse than an unhappy pizza delivery guy. How the hell can be a pizza delivery guy unhappy? Did you give him a tip? Yo, maybe that's the issue. Let's say if I would be unhappy pizza delivery guy, and if you would give me a tip like 10 pounds, man, you would make a smile on my face. Yeah, I understand what you are trying to say. And especially after people are going home after work, the rush hour. So let's go back. So we have some nice pressure inside this pipe. But if I will use a volume pump to suck everything outside, then I will get clean hydrogen fuel forever. Maybe I should try it, because I want to see how much hydrogen I can get from this. So what do I want to filter? Hydrogen and CO2? No, just hydrogen. Because when this hydrogen geyser is closed, there will be nothing, just hydrogen. I'm going to park this trap over there, temporary, as always. Then I need atmospherics, right? And it is probably in the fabricator, right? Oh, atmospherics, nice. Iron. Copper, okay, so I will put it here. Just like this. I don't need air conditioner. I need this guy. Here, or maybe in the middle. So what's next? Filters, right? So this will go to this pipe. This is just a test, guys, okay? So I'm not going to do it nice. I just want to try it. So this is just a temporary pipe. This will go somewhere else. Oh yeah, I had the Ultimate Furnace V7, but before I had time to record the video about it, the logic chips were changed, so it stopped working. So I was so upset, and you can imagine, man. It had like it had a little bit more than 1400 chips, so you can imagine how mad I was about it. Hydrogen tank, where do I want you? So I will need filters. Let's try a small filter. But I'm going to build a new furnace, which will be probably bigger and better. So, but of course, it depends if I will have time. Yeah, that's a shame, man. I was so mad about it. And if I would have maybe 1 or 2 days more, I would have a video about it. But I think I was traveling somewhere, So I couldn't do anything, and when I returned after 2 or 3 days, the logic chips were changed. The tank, yes please. Let's try the small tank. Come on. So this is the filter, yeah. It's the tank. I'm going to walk a little bit. And I will place this small tank, let's say here. Yeah. Something like this. And where do I have the pipes again? So this is the hydrogen tank, and nothing is inside. Perfect. So what's next? Probably power, right? Probably power. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I guess the new chips will seriously compact. Oh yes, man. I will save so much space. I can hear these songs 100 times, but they are still awesome. That's exactly why I am always listening to these songs. So now we need a power. I have a stupid idea, as always. So let's try a stupid idea. I will just make a new APC, and I will insert a large battery in it. So this is the APC. I will need a large battery. And APC, where are you going? So I will try it like this. I'm not saying, guys, this is the best setup. I just want to try it. So do I need cable? And maybe I should write a program for it. What do you say, guys? Should I do it? Got the power. And now we are filtering something. Of course, I'm not filtering completely everything, but let's do a funny thing. And I will stay here just for a minute. I want to see these numbers. So let's try something. And I'm back. Oh, Max, are you still there? That's not bad. Guys, can you see it? That's not bad. The pressure here is not rising, which is really good. But the temperature is falling slowly. So I will stop it. Now let's watch the temperature. So what do you say, guys? This looks a little bit, just a little bit weird to me. Like the geyser is making hydrogen. The pressure should rise, but it doesn't make any hydrogen. So let's start it again. So what is happening inside? I hope it is not limited. So I'm going to cut the other pipe. as well. And now we should see if the filtration unit is fast enough to filter it completely. Oh no, the pressure is rising. Okay, so I will need to do, or I will need to make some kind of a protection for it, because the one filtration is not fast enough. Or is it? Yeah, it is. So what do you say, guys? Is it good enough? I will watch this pipe for a next minute, because I want to see what is happening inside, and if everything is alright, then I think I know what I'm going to do with this hydrogen. So I am back. I'm going to use it as a heating for the base. If I will close it completely, then I will have 20 degrees hydrogen all the time, an unlimited amount, which means I can use it as a heating and cooling for the base. I hope the developers of Stationeers, they are not watching this stream, but because I'm absolutely sure if they will see it, what I'm doing right now, they are going to nerf it. And it looks like 1 mole per tick, so 2 moles of hydrogen per a second. That's really great. So I will let it run. So I don't need even a volume pump for it, which is really good. So what do you think, guys? What do you think about it? This is the unlimited cooling and heating for your base. Let's say if I will do it properly, then I will have a completely stable temperature in the base. So let's say this will be, or this is the beginning of the greenhouse, or should I make it big one or small one? So let's say this is the entrance to the greenhouse. I will have 3x3 room over here, maybe. Just like this. And this can be the greenhouse. Small greenhouse. What do you think, guys? If I will make it just like this. This could be the greenhouse heating over here on this wall. I will have a space for radiators. This will be the entrance. This is the greenhouse. I can have radiators over here. And yeah, I think that should do, right? And if I will make it just a little bit bigger, then I can hide that filtration unit, and it will be even better. So let me know, guys, what do you think about it? Are you there? Are you still watching the stream? Big Bad Civic. Those geysers look like a good addition. It is at least much better than the silicon thing in a furnace. Oh yes. Oh yes, man. I made so much nitrogen with that silicon bug. So, small greenhouse. But what is exactly small? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 by 2. 7 by 2. That's a huge greenhouse, right? What about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Or 7? Let's take a look. I'm going to make some composite walls. And we will see how big it is. So give me a sec. If I will place some walls, then I will have some kind of a imagination how I am going to do the greenhouse. Let's do some brushing of the floor. Come on. So the floor is almost clean. And now I can think how I am going to do it. I'm still not sure about the size. I know bigger is better all the time, but if I will make it bigger, then I will have a lot of space for other things, right? Window, okay. Okay, this way, so come on. What did I see there? Iron, right? So if it will be 2 blocks tall, so what do you say, guys? What should I do? 1 block tall or 2 blocks tall? If it will be only 1 block tall, it will look more like greenhouse, but if I will do it 2 blocks tall, then I will have the double amount of the gas inside, if you know what I mean. By the way, are you ever going to do a follow-up on the weapon videos? Weapon videos? I'm not sure if I know what you mean. Like, they made or they added some weapons to the game, but there is nothing special about it. Like, how to say it? You want a video about weapons, like, right? What up, Buttercup? Yo, Servant, how are you, man? Oh yeah. I have the videos, but I didn't publish them yet. I have the videos, but I didn't publish them yet. I have probably like 10 or 15 videos I didn't publish yet. I would say I'm waiting for the, let's call it, right time for publishing. And I was recording a longer video with the Max, and that is a, I would say, very special video, and I didn't release it yet. This will be the greenhouse. So I didn't release the video I recorded with Max, but how to say it? I have the rough cut ready, but I need to do some kind of a voice over. Like, I have the basic foundation for the video. I have all the shots. I made some effects. I did find all the no copyrighted sound effects for it. But I need to do a voice over or some kind of a talk in that video, and when I will have it, then I will put it together, then I will cut it again, with the effects I have ready for that video, and then I can release it. Oh, no problem, Max. No problem. I just was speaking or saying that we did record, let's say, a lot of videos together, and many of them are not published yet. Like, I have it on my YouTube channel, like unlisted, but I didn't show them on YouTube yet. And yesterday I was trying to do, let's say, something I think special and funny. The effect I was trying to achieve has maybe only 10 seconds, and I spent on that effect probably like 6 hours already. And I'm not going to spoil it what it is, because I will use that effect in that video we did record together, Max. And I'm absolutely sure if you will see that effect, you will have a laugh. I'm absolutely sure. So this will be the greenhouse. So I will need 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 windows. What am I making? What do you mean, servant? Like what I'm making right now during the video, or you are talking about that effect I was trying to do, or I have it more or less working and ready to be used, but I'm a little bit lost right now. I'm not sure what do you mean right now. If you will tell me, then I will try to explain. So 4 more windows. Oh, I have 9 windows, perfect. So if you will ask me again, servant, then I can try to explain. Like of course I am a video editing noob. I have no skills, or let's say almost no skills with video editing. But you know, the more you do it, the better it is. Or I hope it will get better. So this will be the greenhouse. This is the layout for the greenhouse. So let's see. And I need frames, right? I'm going to check my hydrogen pump station. It works like a charm, or like a clockwork, guys. Unbelievable. So I said I need some steel frames, right? Okay, I need more steel in the auto lathe. This will be the greenhouse. Maybe this room over here will be the kitchen. But this is going to be greenhouse for sure. So I will wait for a few frames. And guys, if you are still watching my stream and if you do like what I'm doing right now, you can hit that follow button. So I will watch this sign for a while. So that's probably enough. So let's see how many steel frames do I have. 13. Let's try 13. So this is going to be what? Nice, I have a game error. I should save the game, right? Just in case. So this will be in the greenhouse and this is probably the kitchen. So I need more frames, as always. You have never enough of frames. What are you laughing at, Big Bad Civic? What is so funny? I hope the sign joke. So let me know what is so funny. Let me know. Thank you very much. I have more signs around the base, or let's say inside the base, but some of them only followers can see them. Let's say, okay, I will show you something. There is a sign behind this wall, but that sign is only for followers and subscribers. So if you want to see that sign, you need to hit that follow button. And guys, I completely forget to ask today, if you are still watching the stream, if you do have this game or not. If you do have it, I would like to know why did you buy it. And if you don't have this game, I would like to know why you didn't buy it yet. And I have to mention, I'm not working for Rocketworks. I'm not a game developer, but I do like this game a lot. It's probably the best game I bought for last 12 months, at least. So this is going to be the roof. I will place it there. So we have a little bit of shape of the base. Maybe I should place some signs, more signs, or maybe door, or doors. And next thing what I want to do, probably next stream, I will move this alloy furnace from here. I will put it temporarily somewhere else. And I was thinking this room is going to be a workshop probably. Or maybe this room over here. No, this is going to be a workshop. So all the machines which are printing and creating other stuff or things, they will be here. And there will be a lift which goes downstairs. I don't have anything downstairs yet, but there will be another floor, and I will have there the base batteries. I'm going to print more frames. Shiva 145. How are you, man? How are you today? Really can't remember why I bought it. Must have seen a streamer. It's right up there with KSP. And Shiva, do you like the game or do you regret the money you paid for it? Or you are not sure yet? Let me know. I would say if Rocketworks will release this game again, I will buy it again, one more time. So I will wait for a few more frames. Nice. I have spent many hours on it, so I must like it. Nice, man. It is a really good game. Like, I'm not saying it is easy game to play, but it is a really good game. So let's do some more things over here. So this is the roof. Okay, one frame here. It's going to be workshop. Oh, come on. And the workshop will be 5 tiles inside, at least. So 1, 2, 3, so that's 3 by 5. So let's say if it needs to be a workshop wall, it will be somewhere there. Of course, I don't have any more frames. but I'm sure I had some frames a minute ago. Something happened to the music. Maybe I just should top up the or buy the top up for the music. Right now I have a problem with the furnace. Never get the ratio right anymore after the update. What ratio are you speaking exactly? What do you mean? What ratio? You mean the gas ratio, or let's say the fuel ratio in the furnace? Oxide and volatiles. Many hours. How do you do elevator? I will show you. Give me a minute. So Shiva is saying oxide and volatiles ratio. I would say, or I would tell you the ratio. It is. Give me a second. I need a sign. Another sign. Where is the sign? Here. So I will make few signs, and I will try to explain the ratio. I will explain the ratio in few seconds. So let's say this is the sign number 1.
Follow this guy, you will learn so much.
Well, thank you, time 2012. Thank you very much for the bits, and thank you for saying what you said right now. Thank you very much. So I will try to explain the ratio. So okay, I need the light. Did I turn off the auto light? Yes, I did. So this is I will try to explain how it works. Let's say you have the ratio. Okay, the music stopped this time for good. So ideal ratio is like, let's say 60-60 to 30-30. Volatiles to, come on, volatiles to oxides. No way. Okay, drop you. Sorry for the signs. So I need to rotate them. Yeah. Now it's perfect. Good. So I will try to explain the ratios. So 60-60 to 33 is volatiles to oxides. Okay. So let's say this is the basic ratio. 66 to 33, which means, okay, I need one more sign. I'm sorry about it. Or maybe one, more than one. I would like to have a board with a chalk in this game, but I don't, so I will try. So now hopefully the signs are rotated. Yes, perfect. So 66 to 33, let's say it is 2, 1, okay? Let's say oxides and volatiles. Volatiles, oxides, yeah. So you need like double the amount of the oxides all the time. But let's say you will have 70 to 30, or let's say 75 to 25. You will have this ratio, oxides and volatiles. Okay, I need one more number. So, and this one will be, let's say, 40 volatiles and 60 oxides. The thing is, like I didn't try exactly this number today or yesterday, but the game mechanics, they were always like, this was the perfect board. 66 to 33, it was always the perfect board. But when you had more volatiles and less oxides, the flame temperature, or let's say the born temperature, was much lower. So you can play with the temperature of the flame, or let's say with the temperature of the born, with adding more volatiles or oxides. And let's say if you have just a little bit less volatiles and you have more oxides, it makes the temperature of the flame or of the born much higher. Let's say in my ultimate automated furnace, I was using like let's say 55 or maybe 60 volatiles, 30 of oxides and 10 of nitrogen, and that I was getting almost perfect temperature almost for everything. So I would say this was the lesson about the born. And the best thing, like if you want to see it, probably the best thing how you can see what is happening with these ratios is get to creative, let's say space world, and put some, let's say, spawn mothership core and build a very small mothership, and let's say save the world and build a very small mothership, and you will see if you will play with this ratio, even the flame color will be different. It can be almost white, it can be light blue, and it can have different colors, and it depends what is the ratio of the volatiles and oxides. So you can mix volatiles, oxides and nitrogen, or volatiles, oxides and CO2, and it will still burn, but the temperature will change. So that's how I was doing it all the time. So another question is, what was the effect of the 10% hydrogen in your mixture? When I lowered the amount of hydrogen and I increased the amount of oxygen just a little bit, the temperature of the flame was much higher. Let's say example, okay? So please do not take these numbers as it is correct, okay? This is just example. Let's say this ratio here, 66 to 33, let's say it will give you 700 degrees, okay? This ratio over here can get you maybe this amount of degrees, like 2100 degrees. And this ratio over here can get you maybe 1400 degrees. So it depends on the ratio, like the more degrees you have, the higher is the pressure inside the furnace. And I was using always like mix of volatiles, oxides and nitrogen together, and I did it many times. Like I was mixing the fuel maybe 100 times or even more than 100 times to find the, let's say, the best fuel mixture, which was easy to manipulate the temperature. So that's my explanation. You don't need the perfect burn. Even, I don't know, like let's say you will put inside the furnace, like let's say 6 volatiles and 3 oxides, which is 2/1, and it will be, let's say, the perfect burn. But if you will put there just a little bit more volatiles, you will have not perfect burn anymore, and the pressure and the temperature will be less or lower, and you will have more pollutants, I think. Yeah, give me a sec. When I added the nitrogen into the mix, it was lowering the temperature. Let's say this is just example. Give me a sec. I need labeler. Let's say, okay, so this is just example. I am not saying it is working as I am saying right now, because I need to try it again. So let's say we have 66 to 33, and let's say the devs would call it probably perfect burn. So that's perfect burn, and you will get 1700 degrees maybe. But if you will add a little bit of nitrogen, you will have not 1700 degrees, you will have maybe 1500 degrees, and the nitrogen, it doesn't affect anything in the furnace. It is lowering the pressure of the furnace because there is not so much of fuel. And let's say when I was pressurizing the furnace, let's say I was using always maybe 300 kPa of fuel, and I was using, let's say, always 300 kPa, and let's say it gave me 1700 degrees all the time, and let's say it gave me the pressure of, I don't know, 8 MPa maybe all the time. But then I was thinking, okay, but I don't want higher temperature. I don't want higher or very high pressure in the furnace. I just want to have a little bit less temperature and a little bit lower pressure. So I was like, how the hell I am going to do it? Of course, I could do, it's like some kind of a triangle. So if you want to change these three numbers or two numbers, like temperature, okay, I'm going to delete these signs, like nothing, and let's say here I will put 8 MPa. So let's say this is your fuel, this is your temperature, and this is your pressure inside the furnace, okay? Guys, I hope you are not falling asleep, and I hope it's not too much or too boring, okay? So you want to change these two numbers. So one thing you can do, it is maybe lower the amount of the fuel inside the furnace. So you will get another or different numbers here. So let's say you will change the fuel pressure again, and you will have another numbers. But let's say if you want to be more precise, so you will use another, you will use again 300 kPa of fuel. But how the hell I'm going to change these two numbers? Because let's say, of course, next thing, let's say there is another thing. I think it depends even of your fuel temperature. If it is let's say minus 80 degrees, which means 300 kPa, it will have much more hydrogen and oxygen inside. So that's another some kind of a variable. But let's say we are not going to play with the temperature. So how to change these two numbers over here? Maybe you will do the mix, like 50 hydrogen, 35 oxygen, and 15 nitrogen. You will mix the fuel, you will run it to your furnace, you will burn it, you will save the scientific data into your into your Excel sheet, okay? And then you will do, okay, let's try 55 volatiles, maybe 25 oxygen, and the rest, or let's say 30 oxygen and 15 nitrogen, is it? Yeah. You will try this mix, or maybe you will try this mix over here. It's too much. So I need to, okay, and you will try this mix, and you will get some numbers all the time. So it is like you need to try it many times. Let's say 20 times, 30 times, 40 times. It depends how accurate you want to be. But there is another approach how to move the temperature up and down in your furnace. And let's say I'm going to delete, or I'm going to clean my chalkboard over here. So something like this, and let's say we will use 300 of kPa fuel all the time, okay? And it will be 66 to 33 ratio all the time, right? Is my battery dying? Okay, I need to change the battery. So I'm going back. Do I need the light? No. Okay, so let's say we have 300 kPa of fuel. We have the old ratio of the fuel, and we are getting this number, and we are getting some pressure inside the furnace. Let's say 8 MPa, just like this. So, and I want to lower this 1700 degrees in the furnace. How am I going to do it? That's the question. And I will wait 1 minute, and I'm waiting for your answer. So I am back. So let's say we are going to change the pressure and the temperature. One thing, or one way how to do it is you will use volume pump for lowering your pressure. You will run your volume pump. It will lower the pressure, but it will probably take a while, which is not a problem. Okay, so you will lower the pressure, and the temperature will be, let's say, more or less same, but it will go down slowly on its own. Another thing, let's say if you don't have the, let's say, the perfect bore, you will have 6 MPa and 1700 degrees. So we can use volume pump again, but what are we going to do with it? We can pump a little bit of fuel inside the furnace. It will get more pressure, so we will have again 8 MPa. And it depends what are you going to pump inside. If you will put there oxygen, just a little bit, I'm not saying like few buckets of oxygen, just a little bit, then you will have a little bit more pressure and, let's say, a little bit more temperature. But what if you want to increase the pressure and lower the temperature? How to do it? You will use nitrogen. Let's say you will pump few buckets of nitrogen inside the furnace. Let's say we will get 11 MPa inside, maybe, and it will lower our temperature. Something like this. So you will have the temperature for smelting something. Okay, I have the right temperature, but the pressure is too high, or yeah, too high. So I'm going to use the volume pump again, and I will pump out the stuff what is inside the furnace. So I will pump it, let's say, to 7 MPa. This will drop a little bit, and now I have the good temperature and good pressure. So that's how you can manipulate your furnace. You don't need to have a perfect burn. Like if you will have some kind of a fuel, you will do some, let's say, testing with that fuel several times or many times, and then you will see what do you need to do. I'm using a manual feed furnace, so I just toss in some ice, except the temp goes down too. Yeah, the ice will melt and it takes the temperature down. Am I late to the party? No, you are not late to the party. We are waiting just for you. And welcome to my stream. So I'm streaming Stationeers again, and I was just trying to explain the mechanics of the alloy furnace. And I have to say I'm not developer and I am not a rocket works worker, so it means I am not absolutely sure how it works because I didn't see the code, but that's how I understand it works probably. And thank you very much, BitBad Civic. Thank you very much. So that's how I understand how the alloy furnace works probably. So thank you, Big Bad Civic. Thank you very much. Oh, Shiva, are you there? If somebody needs something, just ask me and I will try to explain. So, what do you think about my explanation? Was it good enough or should I try again? Of course you can. I'm listening. And I will drink a coffee. The mushrooms, how to grow them? I think I was growing mushrooms in the... not in the automated... Yeah, I think they don't need light. Oh, thank you, BitBad Civic. Again, it is it is some kind of a triangle. Like you have pressure of the fuel. Like if I'm not a scientist, right? But I'm absolutely sure there is so much you can change, and it will have a very similar results. Like, let's say if you are using the same fuel all the time, you can change the fuel pressure in the furnace, and you will change the pressure and the temperature because you are changing the fuel pressure. Then you can change the fuel mixture, and you will have again different temperature and different pressure inside the furnace. And then you can change even temperature of the fuel, and then you will have another different result. So, but the basic triangle works. I would say temperature, pressure, and amount of the fuel. Shiva, I'm not sure if I or if you did see my video about Ultimate Furnace V5. I will write something here. If you will copy and paste this into a YouTube, and if you will find it, click that video, watch it. I'm absolutely sure you will love it. Yep, using your MIPS program. Oh, thank you. I have more programs like... Oh, okay, I will shut down this guy, and I should have some programs here. So now it is the computer for programming library, and I have much more programs already, but I'm not going to share it yet. Maybe in some future YouTube videos, because you know, I'm making YouTube videos and I don't want to spoil it now, if you know what I mean. Now I will take just few seconds break because this sign over here is some kind of a magnet, like it even attracts the steel frames, so it is probably like magnet, you know. So give me a sec, guys. What's MIPS? It's a programming language for integrated circuits in Stationeers. Hello, Rizla. Hello, how are you, man? Yes, yes. That's a programming language, so I will show what is the MIPS or MIPS. This is the program here. We can see it. I will leave it here for a few seconds. Hello, man. How are you? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm trying to do my best, you know. I'm a Stationeers guy, so this is the program for the IC housing or IC chip. Yeah, like this is it. Oh, something is happening. Oh, time 2012. Thank you very much for 100 bits. Thank you. I really appreciate it, and it makes me smile all the time. Like when somebody's donating, or you know, it makes me happy because then I know some people are watching my content and some people like my content. Like, you know, if you are creating videos or if you are streaming something, you are never sure if somebody will watch it or if somebody will even follow. And when I'm mentioning follow, guys, if you are still watching my stream, maybe you could hit that follow button. So if the guy Macreliac SVK is still here, guys, if you don't mind, I'm going to do something. I will save the game and I will load different save, okay? Just for maybe 10 minutes. What do you say, guys? Can I load different save for 5 or maybe 10 minutes? Let me know in the chat. Because if somebody's watching and some people or maybe some players, they don't know about MIPS anything, maybe I can try to explain. Fallen North, thank you very much for following me. Thank you. I really appreciate it. So I will switch to my Moon tutorial studio. I have there some kind of a setup for programming, and I will try to explain like what we can do with the different programs. So I'm going to save the game and I will load Moon tutorial studio. So give me a sec. I'm going to do something, let's say, special. So guys, I am back. Hopefully everything is working and running. So this is different save, okay? So I'm going to cut some wires. So this is my Moon tutorial studio. Maybe you know that studio already. So this is how I do some kind of a programming. And I will try to write some basic, very easy program, okay? So I'm going to write some very easy program, nothing special, just something really easy. So, and I'm going to build it from a scratch. Not completely from a scratch, but come on. I will uninstall these guys. It's easier to uninstall them and then rename. So what do I have here? This is the battery. Shut up. Do we have energy? Yes, we do. Okay, so we are ready to write some really easy program, okay? And what I am going to write, I don't have any good idea, but shut up, computer. So this is the microchip. We will need power and cables, of course. So I'm going to cut it again. Maybe like this, and we will use this LED display. Let's use a large one, okay? Do we have power? No, because I did cut it here. Okay, so we need a power supply. We will steal the power over here. Now we have a power, and I said we want some easy and stupid program, okay? So nothing special. So guys, you are still watching, okay? Let me know. Oh, lights, good. I need to find a sensor over here. Okay, I don't have any sensor. This is a creative save, because this is for creating tutorials. So now let's say I will place it over there. And so give me a sec. So I am back, and I will stop the music for a while, because maybe it will be easier to hear me. So now we have a gas sensor IC housing with IC chip in it. It looks like this over here. So this is the chip, this is the IC housing, and we are going to write some easy stupid program. So I will try to explain what is the biggest or the best difference. So this is just a very small example. Or maybe I should play the music. So you can hear me, guys, okay? Everything is alright. So let's do it as we did it before. So I'm going to cut this over there, blah blah blah. Something like this. I'm not going to use power cables yet. I just want to explain something. So we want to display a temperature on this LED display. Okay, what is something is happening? Everything is fine. So we want to display a temperature. Of course, we can use a not transformer, but we can use a console somewhere, and we can do it with the circuit board, which is the easiest way. But if we want to do something with the temperature, then we need to do it a little bit different way. Could it be an idea to make YouTube tutorials where you write random scripts while explaining? I think a lot of people would find it very informative. Yeah, I can try. Like I think somebody mentioned in the comments like I should do a tutorial video or a tutorial stream about the programming. So I said, okay, I can do it, but it will be good if, let's say, if there will be a group of people, let's say 5 people or maybe even 2 people or 2 guys interested in the tutorial, and they will say, okay, we want to watch it and please do it. Then I will do it, because you know, if somebody is coming to the stream and they are not interested in programming of these IC chips, then nobody will watch it, you know. But I'm ready for it. Like I'm not a programmer, but I really like the logic chips and the programming in Stationeers. So I was trying to tell I was trying to say something. Okay, so let's do it with the old style, okay? So if we want to display the temperature, I'm going to display it in kelvins, because I'm too lazy to do the complete setup with memories and calculation and blah blah blah. So we will read gas sensor, okay? We will read gas sensor. Oh, come on, it was there. Gas sensor, and we will read, or should I read? I will read the pressure. It will be easier, and then I will do the example with the temperature. So we don't see any number right now because it doesn't have the power, but the point is we have the number and we need to send it to the LED display. So we were using all the time the writers. The writer will read the data from the logic reader and it will display it on the large LED, and that will be setting. So now if I will connect this small tier card to the power grid, we should get some data. Okay, just like this. Now fingers crossed. So we have 102 kPa, blah blah blah, and if I will switch this on, we have the number over here, and it works. Everybody is happy, it works. So we have the pressure. So this is the, let's say, the old style. And of course, you don't like this number over here behind the decimal point, so then you need to install a processor. So I think it's the unary unit, I can't remember right now. And not unary, yeah, unary, no. Again, math, compare, select. Was it unary? Yeah, I think it was. So let's try it. So I will try to explain it. I will cut this cable over there. Something like this, maybe. And now we have some chips. Of course, it is not working yet, but we will get there. Of course, I need data. Come on. So what the hell? Stupid cable, rotate as I want. Okay, I have the cable. So, sorry guys, math unit, it can calculate things together, like a calculator. This is for comparing, select, min, max, and unary. So, we need screwdriver. So let's say logic reader will be the input, and let's say we want round. Okay, and now the input for the logic writer, it will be not the, come on. So I will cut this cable and this cable, and I can connect it like this. So now I'm going to fix it. So we have the number rounded, and this logic writer, the input will be the math unary, and the output is the LED display. And now we have nice number, okay? And this is the old style, how we did it before. And when you wanted to create something, let's say, really complex, then you had to have a parking lot for the logic chips. Like some circuits I did in my, not in my tutorials, but when I was playing Stationeers, I would say this room was too small for some circuits I made. And nobody's waiting outside, right? Nobody. So I will cover this. Chips over here. And this is the old style, okay? So now we are going to do with the IC unit. So I will cut the cable somewhere else. Maybe here. I covered the chips with gratings because somebody could say I'm a cheater. so I'm not going to touch them. So I need console, and we will use display, this one, okay? So I will rename it. We have the gas sensor, and now we are going to program it, and it is so easy to program it that I'm a little bit ashamed to even do it. So yes, that's what I remember, struggling with tons of readers and writers. Yes, exactly, like you had to have a parking lot somewhere for it. So now we are going to write a simple program which will do exactly same thing, right? So hopefully we have enough of energy for it. We will charge the batteries a little bit. I'm sorry guys for the noise of the generator, but still I will recharge few batteries a little bit. Maybe you know all my old joke of mine all the time. So this is a very special sign, if you know what I mean. So back to the generator. So now I will start this computer, and it displays our IC housing. If I will rename it, something like this, we can see it. It's renamed, blah blah blah, and this IC housing over here and this one, they are not in the network, so we are fine. So edit. We want to read something, okay? So we will start with setting the IC housing. It has 6 screws, D0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And these screws, they are inputs and outputs. So let's say we want to have this gas sensor on the screw D0 because we are going to use it. Gas sensor, okay. And let's say we want to have on our D3 our LED med or mid med. So now we have it, okay. So the IC housing knows D0 is this sensor and D3 is this LED, and now we are going to do some magic. But before we will do some magic, I'm going to explain something different or something else, because then you will understand why to write the program in some way. So I will spawn one more sensor and I will place it somewhere. We are not going to use it. I will just show you guys how to do some things. So this is the sensor, then I will need some reader for it. So this is the reader. Okay, I need to make some room. And guys, are you still there? Highly sublime. yeah, exactly. So let's do it, and let's do it together. We need light, and this is what I'm going to show you how to get the right data, or let's say how to get the right variables for your program. So this is the screw. It has the input. The only input is this gas sensor, nothing else. And let's say we decided we are going for pressure. Okay, so we are going to our logic reader, and we can see you can read pressure, temperature, ratio. So we are going for pressure. So our variable is pressure. Okay. So let's go back to our computer, and we can start. We can rename our devices. So let's say alias D0 is our gas sensor. Let's say we will call it gas. Alias gas, and it's D0, right? And D3 will be our I'm renaming these devices with stupid names, because at least you will see you can rename it as you want. So now we have the program, but we need to export it with this button, export. So now the program is loaded in this IC housing, and we can see the D0 screw has a name, and the name is gas. And the D3 has name as well, and the name is lit, or LED. So let's continue with our program. So what do you say, guys? Am I trying to explain it the right way, or do you understand how I am trying to explain it? So I will continue. Now let's say next line will be L. L means load, and we are going to use a register. Let's say R0, load R0. The variable is pressure, and we need to know where it is, and it's, I think, on D0. I think. We will see in a minute. Stuck to the screen. Thank you. So give me a sec. So I will wait few seconds, because I want to know that everybody is getting what I am trying to explain. So everybody knows what I'm doing, right? So let's continue. So we have register R0. The IC housing, or let's say the IC chip, has like 16 registers. It's like R0 to R15, and I will finish few more lines, and then I will upgrade this program a little bit, and then you will understand why. So now we have our data, which is pressure, from D0, which is our gas sensor, and we have it in register R0. Let's say R0 is our memory, which knows what is happening, okay? And let's say we need to the command yield means the program will stop for half of a second. So if you want to slow it a little bit more, you can do yield. So it means the program will run in a loop every second, so 60 times a minute. And then we can do J for jump and where 0, okay? So now the program will run in a loop, but we don't have any data displayed, okay? But the program is running already. So let's do the next step. So next thing, we want to display our data from register R0, and we want to display it on our LED display. So next line will be S. Then we need to know what, or let's say where, and I think it's D3. Give me a sec. D3. The data in R0, we would call it setting, I think, and the value for it is R0. Let's try. And boom, we have it, guys. Okay. And the program runs every second. So I will do something not stupid, but we want to see if it works. So I will spawn some oxides and I will throw them beside the gas sensor. Can you see what is happening? The number is, or the numbers are changing. Come on, come here. So if I will stand here, we can see the oxides are melting, the gas is changing, the program is running, and everything is alright. Now we will do next step. The command S means like save the data. Like I would say L is load and S is save into D3, which is our screw D3, and the setting, and the data which we want to save is R0. But now we are going to do it even better. It will look more, I don't know how to explain it. It will look better. So we will change few lines. Let's say if the program is very long, or let's say longer, then you will not remember maybe what is R0. So we will do alias, and we will call alias R0, we will call it Shiva145. Shiva145. And it will be our R0. Okay? So now the R0 register has a name, Shiva145. And now we will do even something more nicer or better or whatever. We will say load Shiva145 on screw D0. So it will be like move number to register Shiva145 on screw D0, but let's say we will do gas, and the value or the variable we want will be pressure. So I will confirm and export, and the program is still running. So what do you say, Shiva? We are going next to do next step. Is it good enough yet, or is it good enough so far? Everybody understand what I am doing? If not, I can go back. So what do you say, guys? Okay, perfect. So we are going to a next step. So now this is our first line we change right now, and we will change this one as well. So now save to our LED, which is D3. So we say LED settings, and we want to send some data to it, and the data has a name, and the name is Shiva 145, and I will save the program, export, and the program is running. Oh, thank you very much. So this is how you can rename your variables in your program, because sometimes, let's say if you will use 5 registers or 15 registers, then you will not remember like which one is which, probably, but that's how to do it. And we are going to do something else. Before we will send the data to LED, so I will save the program. We don't want a decimal point over here, okay? So let's get rid of that. So before saving the number to our LED, we will do some magic with it. I think the command is round. I need to check the command. Give me a sec, guys. Give me a few seconds. Yeah, it's round. Perfect. We will round. Our register is Shiva 145, and we need to do it one more time. And now how does it work? If let's say we want to keep this value in register R0 or Shiva, but we want to round this number, we can use another register for it. So I will export the program, and nothing is happening right now because we are displaying that not rounded value on LED display. And let's say if you want to do some, let's say, higher math functions with this register, then we can, because let's say we are displaying the register as not rounded and the other register we are rounding, okay? And if we can, or if we want to display it, we can do it like this, okay? So we will display our register R1, which is rounded, and now it looks like this. So I can close the IC simulator because I do remember the command now. But you don't need to round in a different register. You can do it in the same register, because let's say if you can see my mouse right here, the program runs like this, boom 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 boom. But if we will do Shiva 145 here, then the program goes okay, round, but it goes round this register over here and save it in this register. So it means, like, let's say it looks maybe stupid, but that's how it works. Round this register, I think. I need to check the IC simulator because I'm not sure if I'm explaining this one. Round, okay. Round S and store in the ES, so I was right. So round Shiva 145 and store it in Shiva 145. So even if it looks like exactly same value, it is not, because it goes round this and then it goes here. So if we want to display rounded register or rounded data, we can use Shiva 145. Confirm, export, and boom, that's it. So what do you say, guys? Is it good enough? So that's how to do some very basic functions. I will remove the floor right now, and that's what we did with just with few lines of code into integrated chip. Otherwise we had to place and program these chips. And now let's say if we want to do some basic math function with the numbers, okay, let's say we will use a math unit. Then we need memory. Let's say this is just example, guys. Memory, and so I want to show you something which is probably funny in some way. Okay, I don't have any cable, so cable over here. And let's say we want to, so I will switch off this circuit. Let's say we have the number here after the rounding, and we want to multiply it by 5. So the input will be our unary unit. Come on, third time. Okay, this is probably fourth time. So our input will be the logic memory and the function will be multiply, okay? But we want to display that data from here, so we need to change this logic writer, and our input will be, what is it? Logic math, okay, so we have it. So hopefully our logic circuit is working. So now we are multiplying, okay, and we had to add 2 more chips into our circuit, but let's do it in a program. So this is the rounded register. Guys, are you still there? So it would be possible to automate the power batteries recharging out of solid generator when the battery is low. Macreliac, wait a minute, I will show you something, and you will like it. Check this last stream, I got mine working. Okay, so you are talking about last stream. I blew a few heavy cables doing it, but eventually figured out what was wrong. Perfect. Nice. So we are multiplying this number, and we had to add 2 more logic chips like math unit and the memory. And let's do it with a code. Piece of cake. So this is our number after the rounding, but we can do it very easy. And we can do it in several ways. So multiply, I think it's mul or mul. We want the value in register Shiva 145, and now we need to write what do we want to multiply and by what number. So we want to multiply Shiva 145, and the number we want to use for multiplying it's 5. Confirm, export, and boom, that's it, guys. That's it. Piece of cake. You have a very good question, like, no, I am like, should I start surveying Mars or Stationeers? Of course Stationeers, because if I am going to show you a logic circuit, which I did several days ago, and if I will show you that circuit, you will fall in love with the circuit and you want to try it. That's what I'm saying. And reason I'm saying, I had 8 dumping into my circuit. What was tricky spotting the broken one that was not making my logic work. Yeah, it is always like you will have some cables burned somewhere and you need to find it. So now I will do something very fast, and I will try to Macreliac SVK happy. So let's do it, and I will do it very fast. So leave session, and I am going to load a vault. So this is it. This is the program you were asking for. This is the circuit with the it displays how much percentage is your battery grid charged for. This is your actual power usage, and this is how many minutes your battery grid will last. So this is the testing battery, or let's say this is the consumer. If I will uninstall it, then we will see, okay, we are not using any power right now, and this base will survive for next 58 minutes with the energy in these 2 batteries. But when I will install this battery back, which is the consumer battery, the circuit will wait till it hits 30%, and when it hits 30%, this generator will run, and it will take just a few seconds. We have 34, 33, so I'm not going to touch anything. When it hits 30, it starts. And boom, that's it. So I'm going to switch the battery. It will recharge these 2 batteries very fast, and I will show you how you can get that program, okay? So it's possible to add something like a lever on the second input and then switch registers, so we can switch what is displayed. Oh yes, you can, of course you can, and it is easy to do it. Let's say you can display everything what is here even on one display. Let's say it will show 40% for 2 seconds, then it will show what is your power consumption, and then it will show the time, and it can be on one display. You don't need 3 displays. This is the program built for players who are beginners, and this program is very easy to set up or let's say set this logic circuit, and it's like, I would say, bulletproof. So Macreliac, watch me, okay? This is just for you. This is the program you want, and I'm not sure if you are a follower, because if you are not a follower, now you can read this program. If you are not a follower, you can read it from here, and that is everything you need. Can LED displays display text yet? No, we can't display text yet. So this is for Macreliac. I'm not sure if he is a follower, but I think he is, so this was some kind of a joke. So let's say I will click edit, click library, and you will find a program. I have a different name of the program here, but you will find it like SDB CPD/ST or SDB Compact Power Display ST, and ST means Schmidt trigger. Then you will click this arrow right here and overwrite, and that's all you need to do. Confirm, export, and your program is running. That's all you need to do. So what do you say? So guys, thank you very much for watching my stream today. Thank you very much for watching my stream today. Thank you for your company. So I'm going to finish my stream and I'll be back tomorrow. And of course, if you want to join my Discord, you can use this command, !Discord. You can join my Discord and we can talk about IC or whatever you want. So thank you very much guys. So see you soon tomorrow. And as I can see, nobody from my friends on Steam on Twitch is streaming right now, so I will finish the stream and I will try to finish it like this. So watch this guys.